Hello everyone. First of all, thank you for watching this video. So we are going to kickstart business analyst course very soon. Interested candidates can enroll by calling to this number. And my kind note for those who are watching this video, please do subscribe and like the video because I will be doing much more business analyst related videos in my YouTube channel. So please subscribe my YouTube channel. So topic for today is representing or explaining the roles and responsibilities of a business analyst in real time in the form of memes. Okay, so the primary duty of a business analyst, I would say, was gathering the requirement from the stakeholders. Guys. So if you pay attention on the meme, so this waiter is a business analyst and the one who visited the restaurant is called stakeholder. So business analyst exactly how the waiter is doing the duty over here, collecting the order from the customers. So in the real time also business analyst does the same. So stakeholders will be providing the requirement with respect to our project, what project they wanted us to, what project they wanted to get developed. So those kind of requirements, they will be providing it to the business analyst. So in the meme, this meme itself, it portrays everything what I was conveyed. So this is a primary duty of a business analyst. And the second duty of a business analyst, I would say, was converting the requirements into the user stories and documenting them into the artifacts such as BRD and FRD. So here business analyst must gather a requirement from the stakeholder and he need to align it in such a way that is understandable to everyone. So there is a format for writing and making everyone understand, such as user stories. The requirement which was captured from a business by business analyst here, the same he will be converting into the user story and documentation. So this user story and documentation is basically a kind of structuring the requirement in a proper way so that everyone can understand. And there is a format for writing user story as a I1 so that. So when we write in such a way, so this will be easy to understand everyone who is referring these requirements. Okay. So this is the second duty I would say as a business analyst. And the third duty I would say was like creating process flow diagram and mockups to visualize requirements and system behavior. So if you pay attention on this meme, yeah, if you pay attention on this meme, so UML diagrams and mockups. So here business analyst is helping the stakeholders to understand the requirement, how it is going to look like before its implementation. So in the form of UML diagram. So this is basically where the business analyst will be creating process flow diagram like flow charts. Back in our school days, we used to create flow charts like start, diamond shape, end. So such kind of diagrams we also need to create as a business analyst. That is the first duty. And the second thing, we also create mockups. So mockups are nothing but if you pay attention on this image, so stakeholder initially was unaware how the implementation of our functionality or interface will look like. So business analyst, after gathering the requirement, he was depicted the mockup. So and he was presented to the stakeholder. Now stakeholder is viewing and paying attention on the mockup and UML diagrams are created by business analyst. So this is helpful for a developer IT team and along with the stakeholders as well. So in order to see prior how exactly the process will look like. Okay, for their purpose, we as a business analyst needs to create the UML diagrams and mockups. This is the duty number three of a business analyst. And the duty number four, I would say, was creating wireframes, guys. So wireframes are nothing but we need to create as a business analyst a kind of blueprint, okay, a responsive blueprint. So whenever a house is going to get constructed, a architecture will create a in a paper that regarding where the house need to be positioned, where the houses, where the rooms need to be positioned. Such kind of things will be explained and diagrammed in the paper, right? So in the business as business analyst, you also needs to create a wireframes. So wireframe is a tool, guys. So okay, so in this tool, you need to create a what exactly our application is going to look like. Okay, and it should be interactive. So in if you pay attention on this scene, if anyone watches this movie, they might be come across, they might be they can relate. So these diagrams of the Charminar and the tank barn and this high-tech city, all this will be interactive on this scene. Okay. So in similar way, as a business analyst, you also need to create our application functionalities in the form of wireframes. So this is a tool. There is a tool called Balsamic. In that tool, we will be creating, and it should be responsive. It will be responsive, guys. So when we click on so and so thing, it will be lead to other thing. Okay. So that is called wireframe. And the duty number five as a business analyst you need to do was attaching all user stories and UML diagrams, whatever you have created over here. Okay, these diagrams and the user story which you have created as a BA, you need to attach in the tool called Jira. Okay, Jira. So Jira is a project management tool where all the requirements and project related will be attached in this tool. There is a common tool, and it is accessible by all the internal teams. So as a business analyst, you need to update all these user stories and UML diagrams in the Jira tool. Okay. As a BA, you need to attach. And the duty number six was presenting requirements and user stories, UML diagrams to the IT team. Because user stories and requirement was captured by the business analyst. So business analyst will be having a well-versed knowledge what is the requirement and what exactly the expectation. So you as a business analyst need to present it to your IT team so that they will understand and build the software. Okay, so if you pay attention here, business analyst is explaining some concept requirements, and the developers and testers were paying attention what business analyst is doing. Okay, and this is the duty number six, and this duty do this presentation we call it as grooming session. Okay, in real time we call grooming session. The duty number seven, I would say, was monitoring the project and progress, clarifying any doubts of the IT team and UI designer. So once they start implementing the code and writing the code and building the software, they definitely will come across some doubts and expectation. So as a business analyst, they will be reaching out to you and you need to get clarified. Okay, they will be reaching out to you based on the user story that you have drafted, because user story above who wrote it. Obviously, you people only, right? Business analyst. This UML diagrams and the user stories requirement gathering was done by business analyst. So they will approach the business analyst only if they have any clarification needed. Okay. So you as a business analyst, if you pay attention on this meme, if you pay attention on this meme, uh, you need to explain and clarify the doubts that IT team has. Okay. And then what will happen? So once they start building, then once start their work, once IT team started their work, so they basically front end people will work on this part and the back end people will work on this part. So 1 second. Yeah, front end developer will implementation will look like this, and in the meantime, back end people, in order to look front end more in order to look more front end realistic, and so these back end people will help them to look more realistic. So these people are the support who can look the front end software functionality. So yeah, this is how they will do. So here a business analyst won't be doing anything. I'm just representing what is the work they're going to do developers. Okay. And the next duty of a business analyst was writing test cases. So writing test cases, because why it is helpful means, so as a business analyst, you will be also performing UAT testing. There is a testing. So testing, you should not be always need to go with the positive flow. You also need to check the functionality in a negative flow as well. So in order to check the positive and negative flow, you need to think the imaginary scenarios where will be the errors will come across and where will be the flow will go right, and where will be wrong, where will be right. Everything you need to imagine based on the functionality. So that you need to write as a business analyst in the form of test cases. Okay, these test cases will help you to perform testing in different variety of types, both positive and negative. Okay. So if you pay attention on the memes, so this actor is in a state of confusion. So here also, as a business analyst, while you are writing test cases, you need to think in a imaginary scenario or think in a uncertainty scenarios. So that is what exactly BA does. The next duty I would say was performing UAT testing. Just now I have explained that business analyst is responsible for performing UAT testing. So UAT testing is definitely not technical, guys. So don't worry. UAT testing where you will be just verifying the application functionality. That's it. So by clicking on this insert, what it will happen, what it's showing on the draw options. Okay. So like this, you will be performing UAT testing based on the test cases that you have written. So test cases, I told you, right? As a business analyst, you need to write the test cases in order to validate the functionality developed by the developers. So you need to perform UAT testing, meaning that you need to test the functionality. So this actor is basically just having the T. So in the business analyst in the real time also, they will be performing UAT testing, what developers were done. You need to review, you need to verify it. Okay. Duty number 10, I would say, was assisting customers with the usage of software application after go live. So, our application, what are the application or project you have developed, and once it is launched to the into the market to the customers, so you need to be as a front face in explaining things to use the application, because they might be new and they might not be aware how to use the application or project what you have built. So you as a business analyst need to be front face and explain things how to use the application. So in this image, if you pay attention, so business analyst is someone explaining, providing the explanation regarding the providing explanation on the application, and the customers are watching this. See, so if you pay attention, business analyst explaining of the application, and the customers are uh, watching this how the business analyst is explaining this application. And once they have understand the customers, once they have understood regarding the application usage, they will start using the application by their own. So meaning initially business customers won't be knowing how to use the application. So that's the reason they are watching business analyst here. And what business analyst doing, he is performing some application usage, so that what customers are doing now, they are happily using the application. So business analyst duty number 10 was explaining the usage of the application to the customers. And the next duty number 11, I would say, was collecting feedback from customers regarding the application to identify areas for improvement. Now if you pay attention on this meme, they were having the food, and the meaning of this was, according to our context, they have started using the application. And once they have started using the application, definitely they might come across some errors, challenges, maintenance issues, and some discrepancies. So as a BA, you need to collect the feedback from the customers, because your duty is to collect whether everything was going smoothly. Experience with our application was going smoothly in handling by customers. So we need to ensure that they were not facing any issues with the application, like no stuck up in between, and no error, no network errors, no kind of errors they need to encounter. In case if they were encountering, as a BA, you need to collect the feedback and need to talk to your IT team. If it is minor issue, you need to sort it out. If it is major, you need to speak to your stakeholders, and you need to come up with the resolution to provide. Okay, this is how exactly business analyst does, guys. So I put so much of effort in portraying these roles and responsibilities in the form of memes. So please do me a favor in subscribing this channel. So thank you, and we are starting off new batch very soon. Please do contact this number.